One person is abstemious and is averse to the senses, another is greedy and attached to them. But he who is free from both taking and rejecting is neither abstemious nor greedy. So long as desire, which is the state of lacking discrimination, remains, the sense of revulsion and attraction will remain. That is the root and branch of samsara. Desire springs from usage and aversion from abstention. But the wise person is free from the pairs of opposites like a child and becomes established. The passionate person wants to be rid of samsara so as to avoid pain, but the dispassionate person is without pain and feels no distress even in it. One who is proud about even liberation or one's own body and feels them one's own is neither a seer or a mystic. Such a person is still just a sufferer. If even Shiva, Vishnu or the lotus-born Brahma were your instructor, until you have forgotten everything, you cannot be established within. ASHTAVAKRA said, "He who is content with purified senses and always enjoys solitude has gained the fruit of knowledge and the fruit of the practice of union too. The knower of truth is never distressed in this world, for the whole round world is full of himself alone." None of the senses please a person who has found satisfaction within, just as grape leaves do not please the elephant that likes mango leaves. The person who is not attached to the things he has enjoyed and does not hanker after the things he has not enjoyed, such a person is hard to find. Those who desire pleasure and those who desire liberation are both bound in samsara. The great-souled person who desires neither pleasure nor liberation is rare indeed. It is only the noble-minded who is free from attraction or repulsion to religion, wealth, sensuality, and life and death too. Such a one feels no desire for the elimination of all this, nor anger at its continuing. So the lucky person lives happily with whatever sustenance presents itself. Thus fulfilled through this knowledge, contented, the thinking mind emptied, one lives happily just seeing when seeing, just hearing when hearing, just feeling when feeling, just smelling when smelling, and just tasting when tasting. In one for whom the ocean of samsara has dried up, there is neither attachment or aversion. Such a one's gaze is vacant, behavior purposeless, and senses never grappling. Surely the supreme state is everywhere for the liberated mind. Such a one is neither awake or asleep, and neither opens or closes the eyes. The liberated one is resplendent everywhere, free from all desires. Everywhere such a one appears self-possessed and pure of heart. Seeing, hearing, feeling, smelling, tasting, speaking and walking about, the great-souled person who is freed from trying to achieve or avoid anything is free indeed. The liberated person is free from desires everywhere. Such a one neither blames, praises, rejoices, is disappointed, gives or takes. When the great-souled one is unperturbed in mind and self-possessed at either the sight of a mate eager with desire or at fast approaching death, that one is truly liberated. There is no distinction between pleasure and pain, man and woman, success and failure for the wise person who looks on everything as equal. There is no aggression or compassion, no pride or humility, no wonder or confusion for the person whose days of running about are over. The liberated person is not averse to the senses, and nor is he attached to them. He enjoys himself continually with an unattached mind in both achievement and non-achievement. One established in the absolute state with an empty mind does not know the alternatives of inner stillness and lack of inner stillness, and of good and evil. Free of me and mine and of a sense of responsibility, aware that nothing exists, with all desires extinguished within, a person does not act even in acting. One whose thinking mind is dissolved achieves the indescribable state and is free from the mental display of delusion, dream and ignorance. ASHTAVAKRA said, "Praise be to that by the awareness of which delusion itself becomes dreamlike, to that which is pure happiness, peace and light. One may get all sorts of pleasure by the acquisition of various objects of enjoyment, but one cannot be happy except by the renunciation of everything. How can there be happiness for one who has been burnt inside by the blistering sun of the pain of things that need doing, without the rain of the nectar of peace? This existence is just imagination. It is nothing in reality, but there is no non-being for natures. that know how to distinguish being from not being. The realm of one's self is not far away, and nor can it be achieved by the addition of limitations to its nature. It is unimaginable, effortless, unchanging, and spotless. By the simple elimination of delusion and the recognition of one's own true nature, those whose vision is unclouded live free from sorrow, knowing everything as just imagination and oneself as eternally free. How should the wise person behave like a fool? Knowing oneself to be God and being and non-being just imagination, what should the person free from desire learn or say or do? Considerations like I am this or I am not this are finished for the mystic who has gone silent, realizing everything is myself. For the mystic who has found peace, there is no distraction or one-pointedness, no higher knowledge or ignorance, no pleasure and no pain. The dominion of heaven or beggary, gain or loss, life in society or in the forest, these make no difference to a mystic whose nature is free from distinctions. There is no religion, wealth, sensuality or discrimination for a mystic free from the pairs of opposites, such as I have done this and I have not done that. There is nothing needing to be done or any attachment in one's heart for the mystic liberated while still alive. Things are so for the lifetime. There is no delusion, world, meditation on that, or liberation for the pacified great soul. All these things are just the realm of imagination. Whoever sees all this may well make out it does not exist. But what is the desireless one to do, eh? Even in seeing, one does not see it. He by whom the Supreme Brahman is seen may think, ah, I am Brahma. But what is he to think who is without thought and who sees no duality? He by whom inner distraction is seen may put an end to it, but the noble one is not distracted. When there is nothing to achieve, what is he to do? The wise man, unlike the worldly man, does not see inner stillness, distraction or fault, even when living like a worldly man. Nothing is done by one who is free from being and non-being, who is contented, desireless and wise, even if in the world's eyes personal action occurs. The wise person who just goes on doing what presents itself for one to do encounters no difficulty in either activity or inactivity. One who is desireless, self-reliant, independent and free of bonds functions like a dead leaf blown about by the wind of causality. There is neither joy nor sorrow for one who has transcended samsara. With a peaceful mind one lives as if without a body. One whose joy is in oneself and who is peaceful and pure within has no desire for renunciation or sense of loss in anything. For the person with a naturally empty mind, doing just as one pleases, there is no such thing as pride or false humility as there is for the natural man. This action was done by the body, but not by me. The pure-natured person thinking like this is not acting even when acting. Such a one thrives even in samsara. One who has had enough of endless consideration and has attained to peace does not think, know, hear or see. One who is beyond mental stillness and distraction does not desire either liberation or its opposite nor their complements. Recognizing that things are just constructions of the imagination, that great soul lives as God, here and now. One who feels responsibility within acts even when not acting, but there is no sense of done or undone for the wise person free from the sense of responsibility. The mind of the liberated person is not upset or pleased. It shines unmoving, desireless and free from doubt. One whose mind does not set out to meditate or act, meditates and acts without an object. A stupid person is bewildered even when hearing the truth, while even a clever person is humbled by it, just like the fool. The ignorant make a great effort to practice one-pointedness and the stopping of thought, while the wise see nothing to be done and remain in themselves like those asleep. The stupid does not attain cessation, whether he acts or abandons action, while the wise person finds peace within simply by knowing the truth. People cannot come to know themselves by practices, pure awareness, clear, complete, beyond multiplicity and faultless though they are. The stupid does not achieve liberation, even through regular practice, but the fortunate one remains free and actionless simply by discrimination.